Hey guys, Professor Fat Shady here with another little video. This time I want to talk about a track, Hard Wheeling. Specifically, it's a skill game where you're trying to do a wheelie for the longest time possible. A number of people on Reddit, YouTube and whatnot have been sending me a few messages saying that this is something I'd like to see covered. I'm actually strongly going to suggest that you actually use the rabbit. I tend to find as twitchy as this bike is, it's also the most precise, and I just find it's exceptionally good for this challenge once you master it. Now, the big caveat is that you need to master this bike, you need to have a decent feel for it, but again, with a bit of practice, I think you'll do quite well. The other thing to really figure out is that you need to be as gentle as possible with the throttle, and you need to be precise, but like with very little touches of the throttle here. Alright, bit of use of the brake. I can do a reasonably good amount. But the technique I wanted to teach you today, alright, see how I'm resting here? Even with the front wheel touching, very, very little movement, if any, of the green bar. That's what you need to exploit to be able to do well on this track. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort of go along here using the throttle and accelerator very gently. Alright, I'm going to get to this side. I'm actually going to hit the front. Okay, I stuffed up there. I'm actually, every time I land a jump, I actually allow the front wheel to hit, alright? Before I take off again. And that lets you just re-steady the bike. So even like that, what I think a lot of people try and do is try and, transition from one to the other and never let the front wheel touch. Anyway, people will try and sort of go from here and they'll try and bounce off the rear wheel and they'll bounce off here and they'll fall. And this is what, inevitably you're going to be seeing yourself doing quite a lot of. The problem with that theory is that you're expecting to land from a jump and still be able to stay off the front wheel. Which, like that, you can do it, but it takes a lot more skill. What I tend to find, if you settle yourself down, right, so even here, on an uphill slope, if I settle myself down and then accelerate, I've been able to, easily transition from one to the other, stuff up there, but I've been able to sort of make my way up that hill without having to worry about, actually making the transition, and that's the key part here. If you're trying to manage the transition from jump to the next ramp, you're going to have trouble. Steady yourself down, get yourself in the right riding position, and then work your way up the jump. You're going to have a much better time. I'm doing this bad. But anyway, so let me, I also find I need to kind of get myself in the zone for these things. This is a proper skill game. This is pure, this is skill. If you do this well, that I did quite poorly. But anyway, so settle yourself down. Alright, if you're going to stuff up, settle yourself down. See, like there? That was horrible. One more time, just to show you what I'm talking about. Alright, so settle yourself down, and now you go up there. And I actually found this skill game in particular is more about patience. It's so tempting. That was horrible, but it's so tempting to try and just blast your way through this thing and go as fast as you can. Not going to do you any good. I'm rushing it for the purpose of this tutorial even, but see, you get cocky like that, that's when you fall. Alright, take your time, but horrible. Take your time and use that tip to your advantage. Steady yourself whenever you need to, but make sure you brake. Don't just let it roll. Make sure you brake, and so don't roll the front wheel. But you can bounce, get yourself back in the right riding position, transition to the next piece. Right, brake, keep going. Right, stuff up, brake. As soon as you see yourself going close to that front wheel, slam the brakes on. Ah, that was going to be a good one. That was going to be 400 meters. Come on, I want to do half a decent one. I think my record is about 400 meters to give you an idea of how this technique's helped me. Right, stop, wheelie. Stop, wheelie. I'm not doing this justice. But anyway, you get the idea. I'm not going to keep showing you this for too much longer. One more try. Best commentary ever. Dude, just grimacing a little bit. And you'll know there's parts like this where you actually need to do a half decent jump, so just prepare for them. Like there's, you know, steady yourself like that, and you'll be in much better position to make those little bunny hops and those little transitions. Look ahead wherever you can. Yeah, when I land like that, try and brake. Don't try and like this. Oh, that's gonna punish me. Now this one's really tough, right? Because this change is halfway up. See it break there, and only anyway, nearly 300 meters. That's half decent. That's not a personal best. I'm running offline, that's why. But anyway, that's just a couple little pointers I thought I'd share with you. Hopefully that's helped you get through this a little bit better. You know, as always, let me know if there's anything else you want me to cover off. But that's it for now.